save potentially against the Chrono. If Sumail can find a good position, you know, maybe he can, if he doesn't get caught in the Chrono, he can blink in and
don't need Inkswell as well as the Frost Shield on Lich, and actually he didn't take the Frost Shield, he's gone into the Frost Blast level 1. But come level 2, when you've got that Frost Shield, you're able to make up some distance and you know, really close the gap between, say, maybe you and DJ. It could put him into a lot of trouble. And right away, Fly just hitting away at DJ, has the Frost Blast up in 2 more seconds, and one more right click, has the damage, and first blood for...
Oh, and he managed to... Oh my god. And the range creep is just killing itself on the neutrals. That's so cooperative. And the lane gets reset back. Oh, that was a really... That really hurts for DJ. Ice does come in here and drag another wave. Oh, and Jabs dies elsewhere. Not a great start for Fnatic. I mean, still early days, but Fnatic were so desperate to do all these creep pull shenanigans and stuff, is they really wanted to get the lane back close to the tower, because if there's too much room for the Jug to be able to chase, he's just going to kill you over and over and over again with the Blade Fury and the Frost Shield. But unfortunately, they didn't manage to reset it, so Ice still just getting chased here.
Salve, popped by Sumail, coming over is DJ, so he'll try to make a move. He's got himself the telekinesis as well as the Fade Bolt setting up over mid, but of course as he sets up over mid towards top, Crit gets the kill on to Jabs, and that's 3 kills. They've got Crit, who's using that Inkswell with the Stormhammer to make plays over top. So that's exactly what you need to do. You go for the weaker hero, which is that Phoenix, and that puts them with 2 kills over in that top lane.
And Phoenix has 0 armor, so very easy for them to just bring him down.
And here comes DJ. So looking at Sumail, you got the Marching Machines down. Telekinesis with the Fable hitting. Sumail trying to run away from this one.
Lasers.
And laser available, and there it is. So Ape getting the kill with that kill over mid.
It was nice March of the Machines positioning. Being able to, like, he was running into the spawns, and then also with the lift, they were able to kind of proc a few more. MP jumping away at top, but not really regaining all that much HP. They do have more heroes coming in. There's DJ now here.
Yeah, DJ with the telekinesis. Crate getting body blocked by Jabs. Now he decides to go up towards the north end of the map. Stormhammer comes out, and it will be thrown at MP, giving Crit some space, trying to find in the trees and maybe TP out, but the Icarus dive through, and Crit will end up falling eventually. In between the tier 1 tier 2 tower. Cut the wave and up against Fly. Not really in too much danger. Stormhammer over top once again. He's got the Inkswell. That'll pop on top of Jabs. They'll get themselves at least 1. MP and DJ, all they can do is really watch. That's with level 1 into the Warcry, as well as just Inkswell coming out. It makes it so hard to jump on any of these heroes over top for Fnatic.
Now the 5-minute bouncer runs coming up, so gonna be the battle. Okay.
The Icarus dive comes through on AS4 as well as Crate doing a little bit of damage, trying to push them back. As again, popping another salve is this Faceless Void, really stuck in a bad way. And the Stroke of Fate clips MP, so...
Isis is dead at bottom. Omni Slash into a spin. He brings him down. Abed over here. So like we said during the draft, 100% the most important thing this game for Fnatic is the Tinker's BOT and Blink timing. And they're just doing everything that they can to speed that up.
Stormhammer over top. They're gonna look
for him, item build wise. Fly just grabbing some levels over at mid while Sumail was away.
Sumail drops the Sanities. Also has the Astral Imprisonment. It's enough to get the kill on the Jabs already. So really just struggling to find any sort, any semblance of a game at the moment.
Their support combination is just kind of weird and kind of weak. Oh,
Chronosphere over top. Fable gets thrown to the Grim Stroke. Crit still not dead just yet. He tries to throw the Inkswell on himself, and after the Chronosphere is done, right click comes in from MP, and he uses that Chrono to get himself at least 1 kill. But Stampede used bottom. They've got the Sinister Gaze. Isis was trying to get away. Frost Shield put it on top of Fly. RTZ continuing to move on forward. He doesn't have Omni Slash for another 38 seconds, but they have the Frost Blast slowing down Isis, who's making a lot of space with 3 heroes here. The Blade Fury on top of him, and he will taunt, but it doesn't look like he's getting out of this one.
Sumail claiming that kill as his... I'm not really sure what else Fnatic do here. I guess they just wait for Chrono and try and find another kill with that. They gotta wait for the Centaur blink as well, but Ice is gonna take a little while to get that. Only 260 to his name.
Are they that dependent on the Chronosphere? Like, is there any way else for them to get a kill here, or is it just what EG brings to the table too much for them to really go in? And before you answer that, Ice in a little bit of trouble. Sumail on the run. They've got the Astro Imprisonment. The first dive comes across from Jabs. They've also got the TP over from Opet, but it's not going to matter. They'll lose the Centaur. And then right off the bat, the only way in right now is Time Walk with the Chronosphere, but over bottom is MP, and he might actually be in trouble. He Time Walks away just in time. Stormhammer coming out. Telekinesis. Creating a little bit of trouble, but the Soulvine comes in with the Chain Frost. So this is going to be bouncing around heavily. The set is going to be dropped. They lose the Phoenix as well as Ruby to start this fight. The Stormhammer hits on 2, but this is behind the 2.
If you know what I mean. It's not going to be too much of an issue for EG to reset those lanes.
Oh boy, Fly. He's caught out in a really bad spot. Frost Shield stolen, the laser in. And that's questionable Sanity's equips there, which means that's down, and I think that almost guarantees you a chance at getting the Chronosphere off. And the stun from S4 was towards the creep, not at DJ, but S4 in a lot of trouble. The Frost Shield's out on him, but the Rocket's coming in from Opet to get the kill. So,
though, this isn't easy against Fnatic's lineup. It looks like they do know what's going on. Like you said, Sanity's
Ice. Blink, Hook Stomp, Double Edge. Now the Rocket's coming in, but the Astro Imprisonment is going to come out from Sumail. Now, let's see how willing they are to try and dive in onto this, because Roche is almost dead. And they'll get the kill on a flop. They'll throw the Stormhammer out into MP, but he does have that Chronosphere available, so they need to get out of harm's way. Supernova's going to be laid down. The Rocket's coming across. MP looking to finish off this Roche as the Supernova does pop. And EG might be the ones who need to re-engage here, as this Roche might the way of the Dire. The Blink Hook Stomp actually gets onto an illusion. There's the Icarus dive over. The Soulvine locks up DJ as well as Ice. The Stormhammer on top of that on MP, as the Aegis is picked up by this Faceless Void. Throws the Chronosphere, that comes through, hitting away, getting the kill onto S4. They'll look for more. The laser is there. The Omni Slash comes out from RTZ, landing on the Jabs, getting the kill. It's only 1, as the laser and everything else around it for Fnatic is able to clean up this jug.
They probably went for it just thinking that it was free for them, but I really don't think that that's the case at all against Fnatic's lineup.
Oh, Stormhammer. Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble, but they've got the Stampede that's going to be over S4. He's slowed up. The Time Dilation comes out on top of that with the Rockets coming through. Sumail coming over, but the Soulvine locks in Opet as well as DJ uses the Blade Fury. The Blink Hook Stock coming out under the Green Stroke. They might be able to get a kill on a crit. Sanity's Clips drop down with the Astro Imprisonment on MP. MP moves forward. He's got the Chronosphere that's going to land on a Sumail, locking him in. Laser Rockets, that gets the kill. 2 heroes gone on the side of EG as they only lose their position by Phoenix. Continuing to move on forward is Ice looking over at Fly, who's got the Frost Shield on top of him. Blink Dagger, 2, 1 with the Hoof Stomp. There it is. And then the Double Edge on top of it, but I don't know if this is really going to get him the kill. DJ comes over, the Sinister Gaze comes, the Stroke of Fate is going to be thrown out by the Rubik with the Fade Bolt. Stormhammer locks in 2 of these heroes. It's level 15 here for the Void with the time lock damage, as well as Tinker getting closer and closer to level 20. And things are looking good for Fnatic, although they're only up 2,000 net worth, but look on over, and Arteezy's just quickly dead. They continue to look at him. He gets pulled back in, Icarus Dive comes out, but there's the Astro Imprisonment, so a little bit of a sloppy combo there, but it's not going to matter. He's not getting out of this one anyway, but it does.
And they are kind of sticking together, though. Sumail split up for them just a little bit.
Fly right into the hands of MP. Will be immediately taken out. The blink with the hook stop coming in from Ice as well as the Double Edge. That's going to be onto Crit, who will also fall. It's 2 heroes. They don't buy back immediately. The Omni just comes down on an MP as well as Ice but the Chronosphere right on top of it. The Blade Fury's there. The Soulvine Sanity's Clip. Sumail running to the edge of this Chronosphere with the BKB being popped. He looks over at Ice. The buyback comes up from Opet, who fallen earlier in this fight. Jab's in a lot of trouble, but he's done something. The triple kill. Staying alive, getting to the low ground. Somehow he's going to escape. Arteezy and Sumail fall 3 heroes dead on EG as they bought back on Crit. Opet looking for more. Crit just bought back, and this is most likely going to be a dieback score. Meanwhile, he's going to be lifted up with the telekinesis as well as the stolen Astro Imprisonment. They don't go to get this Sven, and all they have here is DJ and Jabs. MP finally coming over the blink over towards S4, but he's hit with the Stormhammer, keeps him alive. Ooh, but Crit, he never fully made it out of there, and now he's just dead.
Well, he actually, funnily enough, he did. Like the Tinker was completely out of mind. Sure that he got a Supernova off and get all of his spirit damage and whatnot. Oh, RTZ.
Chronosphere on RTZ in a lot of trouble, and they've certainly got the damage to clean him up. He doesn't have buyback. Now the Blink Hook Shot comes through. That's going to be on Ash, where he used the war card with the chain cross bouncing around with the soulbind. That also came out, so two of them bouncing around, trying to do what they can. They look over at the Supernova. He ends up dying. He does have buyback. The chain cross still bouncing around, doing so much damage to the side of Fnatic, and they finally kill Ice.
Fnatic just going again. Chrono in 25 seconds.
Blink Hook Stomp coming through on a crit. Meanwhile, S4, he's inside the pit. DJ takes notice of this. Actually go away from crit. Focus on S4. The F is coming through. The BKB being popped. The solo comes out with the Omni Touch flying through. Op-Ed, Ice, they have to back up with the Chain Frost coming in. That's going to be Chain Frost with the solo bind once again. Bouncing around, doing what they can. Sumail right-clicking away at Ice, who used the BKB jump before he gets hooks on the Icarus dive. And a nice chrono on top of there's the Dag, and that's going to rip through RTZ, who ends up falling there. The Supernova popping, but it's going to be avoided with the Astro Imprisonment on Sumail on himself, who blinks away, but they lose that score. The Mesh is coming out. They've got the telekinesis coming through from DJ.
In his Omni Slash, he didn't actually stick with the heroes and get either of those kills. I don't know if it would have changed the outcome of the fight all that much, but...
Oh no. That's Fly. Alive so far, but... Oh, Sinister Gaze still surviving, but the Rockets come in and get the kill, and now they look over a crit. And yeah, Op-Ed's here.
Kill, and then just TPing out. But yeah, Fnatic looking really good, especially at this point.
Stormhammer, that was from DJ. Fly, you bought back for what? Stormhammer.
Yeah, it's been really valuable. There's lots of really good consistent steals for Rubik this game. I mean, they picked the Rubik early, but EG did kind of play into that a little bit with their two supports and the Sven pick. It's a lot of spells that are really easy for Rubik to use and really high impact and really easy for him to steal.
Godstrength, Wing, Stormhammer coming out, but S4 already taking a lot of damage with Sunray right on top of him. MP gets the kill. The Sandus Cook's going to be dropped onto the Isis Sights as well as Jabs. BK is going to be popped by MP with the Stormhammer being thrown back at this Jug. Archie's in a lot of trouble as he's lifted up by the telekinesis. He's going to be dead for 74 seconds without pop back. The Dagger comes in. They'll get the kill on Sumail. Full here is dead. And now EG, all they've got left is a Grimstroke with the Sunray on top of him. He'll end up falling. Full team wipe in the favor of Fnatic, and game one goes in their favor as well.
For no one.
Nice. Honestly, I didn't think that Fnatic's lineup was going to look this good, but I guess that's the other possibility that we haven't really talked about here, but I'm not sure if that's necessarily Fnatic's style. This top lane Isis is just kind of getting hounded, but they are both finding pretty similar CS. Bouncer runes coming up. Fnatic gonna make an attempt or make a bid for both of them down here at bottom.
I'll keep TJ close to that bounty rune. He finally picks it up. He bottles it and should be able to pick up the other one towards bottom. And meanwhile, Ice, he gets a third, so it's 3 for 1.
Ooh, toss back with the TP in from Jabs.
Might be able to get the kill. Sumail in trouble. The telekinesis came out with the tower and the tree tossed into his face. Sumail, he is the victim of First Blood, and Op-Ed's the one who gets it with the rotation over from the Rubik.
That was so nice. Just really good coordination from Fnatic.
Crit almost getting taken out if he skewers back. They look to go in on MP for a moment, but he's big, where you can have that Frost Shield on MP to just run on in.
Yeah, any of Lich's abilities I think are going to be really good. Even the Hoof Stomp's pretty sweet. Right? Bottom.
The missile comes out. They've got the Rocket Barrage as well as the Fade Bolt coming in. They'll get the kill. The Jab's getting the kill. Yeah, that's going to be into the hands of Ice if he plays this to try and go in. Does have the Primal Split available. Fly nearby. Thunderclap to start. Torrent coming in. But he's stunned up, and here comes Op-Ed, DJ, as well as the Rubik. Frost Shield doing as much as it can, but Sumail getting chased up pretty hard. The Stampede comes out, it's not going to matter, but that's over bottom where they look for MP. They've got the hook stomp, the telekinesis through, not enough to save the gyro. PA gets out of harm's way. There's the skewer pushing Jabs away from his tower, so making him much more vulnerable. And the Rubik has to be careful as the shockwave back into the hands of S4 and the tether won't matter.
Yeah, it looks like they'll be okay. It's going to take them a little while, but still. They got to get rid of this right now before Fnatic have the opportunity to contest it.
And they come over, and that's going to bring the attention of all of EG, who are making the rotation in. MP comes on over, but most of the stacks already been taken. They've got the X as well as the boat. That'll come through onto this Wisp, and let's see where their follow-up is. The avalanche comes in from Op-Ed. It's not going to be enough damage. Just hit the RP hits on the 2. RTZ in a little bit of trouble. There is the Sinister Gaze that's going to lock in Ice Ice. They get the kill on RTZ. Now they're looking for more with the Primal Split being used by the Brewmaster. The Cyclone holds up Sumail. They'll kill Fly. That's 2 dead on EG as they continue to surround Sumail. Kunka's got nowhere to go. The Avalanche in 3 kills for Fnatic.
But Fnatic just placed the wards further back, and I really like what Fnatic did. They planted 2 wards at the same time when they came up onto that high ground, just knowing that if one of them got dewarded, they would still have the vision that they need. So
crits in triple, homing missile hits, and the rocket barrage on top. MP with another kill, but the X coming through once again on DJ is going to be enough once more. X, boat, torrent, all landing, but the tether over, and he's still fine looking for the relocate, but into the feet,
making him not feel safe at all in his jungle. All RTZ wants to do right now is just keep hitting jungle creeps, farm ancients with the blur, but they've put wards everywhere that he wants to be farming, and it seems like Fnatic are just going to keep on running at him. I think that's what Op-Ed's job in this game is. He's just going to be running at the PA constantly.
Get on cooldown, but they've got the smoke. They look over at Sumail. Homing missile coming in. They'll bring jabs all the way to the outside of this. They almost want to see Sumail use X on somebody so they can't catch up, but the homing missile comes in. They've got the Primal Split on top of it. There's the rocket barrage, and Sumail in a lot of trouble, but he gets the stampede off. There's the toss. It's only on a creep, so it's not on a hero that can really hold him in, but the tree toss comes in as well as the stun. That's from the bear of Ice 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 to make sure they get the kill on a Sumail. Trying to skewer away, but the telekinesis is out from the Rubik. They've got the toss on top of it, and there's jabs finishing him off with the fade bolt.
To be taking the fights. The plan for the lineup really is supposed to be that the other 4 heroes can, are enough.
Red score again, but focusing his shots on DJ, and yeah, DJ just gets killed off. You've got 3 heroes here, possibly looking to go in on the MP. No Wisp. Call down comes out. Crit nearby. He's got RP at the ready, and now he's going to be spotted. We'll see if EG are looking to re-engage.
Abed's looking for RTZ. He doesn't want the Magnus. He wants a bigger kill.
Going around the back, Jabs shows himself. RTZ throwing the Stifling Dagger out as S4 comes over. Blink pokes off, and they might have spotted the Tiny, but now the Blink with the Avalanche, and a toss coming in. The Fable is going to finish off RTZ. Now they look over at S4. The Skewer, Telekinesis, Chain Frost coming in from Fly. The relocate coming out from the Auto, and now Crit trying to run away, but with the Chain Frost bouncing, it's a little bit difficult for Fnatic, but not too bad. Is now they've got the Tether on an MP. MP very much unkillable at this point. They clean up Crit. Down goes S4. 4 heroes dead.
And I know that if you buy back mid-toss, you can reappear where you were, so...
Here's the X as well as the bow, but the Primal Split is going to be used by Ice Ice. They've also got the homing missile coming in, so the stun's going to be thrown out by Ice Ice to start this one, and then the homing missile on top of that. MP comes over with the Blink. Time comes out from S4 as well as the Stampede on top of that. BKB is going to be popped by Sumail. The Torrent hits onto the Gyrocopter, and now they're trying to relocate out with the call down coming in, and they just get away with the telekinesis through on RTZ, who has to back off in this fight. He's already low. DJ in a lot of trouble, getting blown up. He's the first one to die. The Chain Frost bouncing around. Jabs gets the Sinister Gaze is going to come out with the RP from Crit on the 2. That's going to be on Ice Ice as well as Jabs. RTZ looking for another opening here. They lost S4. He buys back immediately. Blink hook stomp onto the Rubik, and now they might be able to get themselves a secondary kill. They finally find themselves Rubik. The boat comes out once again from Sumail. Is hit by this Avalanche, but it's not going to land on anybody as he was hit by the Avalanche, and the X doesn't get pulled back in time. MP full health as well as Op-Ed. EG need to find their spots carefully, and unfortunately for them, they're unable to clean up Fnatic enough where they might feel comfortable going for this Roche.
Could have been a much better fight for EG, but unfortunately, I think
if they got this Aegis. But here come EG again. Blink hooks up. That's going to land on 2 as well as the trap with the Blink. Nice toss. That's bringing Sumail back. He no longer has the X versus spot. The Codex is going to come out on a couple of these heroes. They've got the boat flying in from Sumail on the BKB. MP chasing for a moment, but they go back into the Roche pit. They don't want to lose focus. Kofi can just get themselves a second life here on the MP and then move in. They get the second life. The Torrent's going to land on the Rubik. They continue to move forward with the Avalanche, and then the toss pulling Sumail back, who's no longer got this BKB. Focused down and in a lot of trouble as the boat from Jabs is the one that hits, and now they look over at Fly, and they've got him in the Cyclone. They'll get the stun. They'll get the kill. 2 heroes dead on each. Almost just on the cusp of really pulling away in this game.
They really want to get some more wards down. They don't have the vision that they want. It's by Fly. Didn't even come out of the toss.
True. Now this is another reason where Fnatic can just shoot themselves and be aggressive.
that they do just want to siege for a little bit. I mean, the poke's not a huge cooldown. It's going to be back up in 20 seconds time, but...
That's hard to spot. That'll be out to the MP, who still is this it? He's still pulling back with the skewer. That's a nice place to put him and take out that Aegis to start. So that's going to draw Fnatic deep into this dire base. So we'll see what they're able to do afterwards. As they land a turret, and as he comes up the second time, Arteezy moving with a BKB, trying to write MP down. But we need one of those pandas looking for more. There's the stun. Ice Panda dealt with. That looks very nice from EG. And now they speed because they don't want to allow Fnatic to exit here. They got the X that's going to land that MP, but the damage on Arteezy, two frames and out of trouble to both come in. They lose Arteezy, RP on him too. EG have a huge opportunity to make something happen as Four goes in with an double edge as well. The host on that's going to land on a couple of these heroes. Ape's getting involved with Sword at S4. They've got Arteezy as Stone RP comes in. Fly dies, S4 is down. Only Fly has buyback at the moment. Sumail moving forward and no EJ, but the toss comes. Sumail's dead. He's got buyback as well.
A while longer to finish it, but once he gets it, it is going to be... Who are they going to send up? Are they just going to try and toss this now?
So there's the X, forcing out the primal split from Ice. The Frost Shield would be out onto the tower, as well as the Crimson Guard, trying to do as much as it can to stop them from taking the tier 3, but at the end of the day, the tier 3 is gone. The X spot comes down on an MP, but no follow-up for that at the moment. Homie, so we'll hit on to Sumail. Now let's see how willing Fnatic are to go. Back to performance business now. They got the with dagger. The blink from Stock coming down from S4, but Apex is going to blink very offensively. They've got themselves the avalanche, and there's going on. That's going to be huge here for Fnatic. And the RP back coming in and really leading the way here for EG. They lose the Lich, they lose the Room. They really gone for both sides just yet. The buyback here on the Lich. The avalanche toss comes out of Sumail, and that's going to be big. But S4 landing the hook stop. There's the chain frost bouncing around, doing what it can. But let's see if they've got the follow-up to kill up. They need a couple more shots. They'll finally kill him. And now, without the tiny, are you really willing to stay? You'll get them melee racks, hopefully, and now it's your time to back up. But Arteezy in a little bit of pulling surrounded by RP as well as DJ. The hook comes through. That's going to end on Ice, but I think he continues to move on forward. The sun comes out on Arteezy, and he's in a lot of trouble. But the buyback comes out from Sumail. They've got the X, it's stifling dagger onto MP, pulling him back. There's the torrent, but tethered up once again. DJ gets the relocate out. Arteezy's now dead to MP. He's not even there. The call down finishes him off. Now the X on the Ice with the boat following it up, but they just don't have the damage, and MP and DJ are back. Fnatic couldn't play this more perfectly.
All the little plays from Fnatic have been so good. I don't really understand why EG went on the Brewmaster. I feel like he was the only available target, just because the rest of Fnatic had kind of backed off. And I think
Sumail pops the BKB. He'll steal the torrent. Sumail trying to do all he can with the blink. Hook stomp, or no, his blink actually coming from Crit. He's not able to do anything there as S4 continues to move on forward with BKB and pop by MP. Meanwhile, on the back lines, you see Arteezy kill off DJ. So you no longer have that wisp.
But his BOTs, he's coming.
He's here. Re-engage. DJ finally coming over. He had to TP to the shrine, and he'll find soon a tether target to get over to.
That should help.
Alright, I think Fnatic took a second and realized trying to get a Heaven's Halberd or something along those lines, but EG really feel like they're on the brink.
Nice blink telekinesis, in a lot of trouble as the torrent that was stolen a little bit a while ago. Nice P, but where's your follow-up? You no longer have to. Now the Chimpro's going to be bouncing around. S4 comes in with a hook. That's going to land on a couple of these heroes. They're thrown out, but the still RP comes back in. That's going to lock down S4. He's in so much trouble being right-clicked by MP. Meanwhile, Crit goes down, and they're looking for more because Oped's inside the base. S4 goes down, and BKB's going to be popped by Arteezy. They're looking for enough damage to kill off DJ, but now he realizes he just needs to run. The Phantom Strike over to S4 as he's thrown in the air by Ice's Panda, who's finally back to form.
Alright, well, I thought that they were going to need to get a Roche, but the chain stun on Sumail was so perfect. Couldn't get the BKB off, and now he's just dead for 60 seconds. They got no Kunkka, and they're missing a lot of tools for this fight.
Backlines, avalanche toss, S4 going in without really anybody else. So get the kill on a DJ, but he ends up paying with it with his life for that kill, and he's dead for 4 seconds.
Things like EG
Halberd, and again, still we'll see. It's countdown clock to Divine Rapier, but I don't know if he's even going to get there. RT's in a little bit of trouble as the E-Blade comes out, and when tossed, she's able to survive for now, but ends up on MP. Now the hook stop's not going to really matter. It's stunned up his escort, and the Stampede comes out a little bit too late. They've got the telekinesis, RP on a 3, so maybe the turn, if they've got the damage, it would really work out if they had Arteezy. But now the Chain Frost on top of it, 3 heroes dead. This is a big problem for EG as the real escape from DJ, just DJ. The torrent comes in, the E-Blade again on a Sumail. He gets under his tier 4. But, hey, you thought it was cover earlier. It's not going to work out anymore as they just run you down and they eat you up. Fnatic taking game 2 and a 2-0 sweep over EG.
I think everyone on Fnatic played phenomenally this game, but especially Abed, I want to say. I think his Tiny was fantastic.